All right, y'all, no equipment workout for Thursday. It is gonna be the 7th when this comes out. No equipment is very similar to the equipment workout today, so there's a lot of symmetry across both of these workouts, and that's not always the case every day, because not all the workouts can be the same, but some days we try to make sure that both of those workouts are really similar, so you guys can kind of share, even if you don't have equipment, right? So the workout is a chipper, just like the equipment workout, and there's only one thing you're doing, of course, today, and you're gonna go through all these different movements at the volume that we ask before moving on to the next. So you're gonna start by doing 150 jumping jacks. And jumping jacks are actually kind of annoying at high volume. They get very taxing. It's not a very technical movement, but it certainly is a jump, a plyometric, and full body, right? You're moving arms all the way up and down. And you actually are moving this joint, this shoulder joint. It's good for mobility, and also it is a little taxing at high volume, like I mentioned. If jumping is tough on you, then let's focus on maybe doing something else, right? We don't want to just do jumping jacks if it is hard on our knees. If you don't have equipment, things you could do is mountain climbers. Maybe do 150 mountain climbers. It's a little bit more on the shoulders than the knees, and it's still a good core and elevates your cardiovascular system. So that's one option. If you have other ideas, let us know. We'd love to tell you if it's similar to the stimulus. Basically, we want to get that heart rate going. So jumping jack, of course, open, close, open, close. And you want to stay on our toes and really stay active through the midline, even though it's a very easy movement, like I said. I want to make sure that I'm staying tight as I extend myself. As I come in, I'm safe. As I go out, I'm a little more vulnerable, right? We don't want to collapse inward on the knees. Think about pushing through the toes, staying tight through the core. Air squats, doing that as well in the equipment workout. So 100 air squats, hips below knees, knees tracking out, not collapsing in, right? We want to make sure that we're staying structurally sound through the knee joint as we go into this motion. 100 of those is going to be tough. You can get them all done in one set if you want, but just take your time, right? All the way down, all the way back up. If you need to kind of shake it out, or maybe just walk around the couch or around your area of working out and then come back to it, that's totally fine. But try to minimize your rest. Your legs are very strong, stronger than you think, all right? You're gonna give the legs a rest after that and do 35 toes to post. Post is a piece of equipment, yes, but what I'm asking for is just an anchor. It could be the base of your couch, could be a box, could be a tree, could be literally a post if you have one hanging around in the backyard. Could be a staircase if you have something, grab your hands underneath the staircase. Anything that you can anchor yourself to. So this box would work for me, right? I can anchor myself by grabbing it. There's a little hole in the side here. And what I'm gonna do is extend my leg, push my lower back into the ground, grab onto this box, and I'm gonna pull my feet all the way up over my head and then back down. As I come back down, I don't want to let my feet touch the ground. I want to keep my feet slightly hovering above the ground and staying active in the core, pushing my lower back into the ground, creating kind of a flexion here consistently through the movement versus arching at the bottom. Because if I arch, it's going to leave my lower back exposed. So I want to stay tight through the midline and push that lower back into the ground. Hope that makes sense. If not, let us know. You can certainly watch a video of you doing it, making sure, but if you feel your back starting to hurt, like the halfway point of those toes to post, that means that you're not staying active enough and you need to take a rest, take a moment, and maybe you just do sit-ups for the rest of that set, okay? If you can hang from something, you could do toes to bar or knees to chest or something like we do in class, but I'm not expecting anyone to have a bar laying around or going to a park, so toes to post is a good alternative. 75 chair step-ups. Everyone has a chair at home. You can step up on that. This is a piece of equipment, but it's just gonna be a step up onto the chair and back down. It's not gonna be 24 inches or maybe even 20 inches. It might be more like 18. And that's fine. It's still getting a one-sided movement of your leg. The muscles are still being active, and we're really working on moving and staying active maintenance, right, at this point. 50 sit-ups after that, nothing crazy there. We've done these. I know you're probably tired of sit-ups, but hey, it's great for active abs and core development. get 50 of them done. If you can't do sit-ups, hold a plank for maybe 1.5 to 2 minutes if you can. Maybe some bicycle sit-ups as well, or core movement if you've never done those. Those are great. And then finishing off with 25 burpees. Yep. The equipment crew is going to be doing wall balls, 100 of them. You're going to be doing 25 burpees. So I think you guys, even though burpees do have a taxing component to them, 100 wall balls or 25 burpees, which would you take? So I think you kind of lucked out on this one, but get it done as fast as you can. This may seem a little easy for some people, but you might be kind of tricked halfway through on some of this volume. It might be a little bit harder than you thought it was as you get through it, but love to hear how it goes. Have a great time. You can do this anywhere at your house. But yeah, enjoy.